Hello, and today I'm going to talk to you about a very important topic. I'm going to talk to you about laziness. And when I posted the live video, when I did the live video a couple of days back or yesterday on procrastination due to fear of failure, one of you commented below that for me it is laziness that leads to procrastination. So I thought let's cover that today because it's a very important topic. Now, I don't have to tell you the impact that procrastination is having on your life. You already know that. I assume you already know that because of procrastination, you're not taking action. And because you're not taking action, your goals are still far away from you, if you have any goals, by the way. And if you're watching live, put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching this as a replay, put hashtag replay. And what I want to talk to you about is what laziness really is. None of us is really lazy. Let me explain you. Is there something that you love doing? Is there something that you can do all the time? For example, for some people it could be singing, for some it could be dancing, for some it could be going out in the nature, for some it could be playing games. So if there's something that you really like, that you really love doing, do you ever say that, I'm lazy so I'll not do it? No, right? You'll never do that because you want to do it and you like doing it. So, just to break that myth first, there's nothing called laziness. It's only and only about whether or not you are aligned to what you are doing, whether or not you enjoy it, whether or not you think it's going to help you in any way. Okay. And the problem is, so many of us have become avoiders. We just don't want to take action because we don't know what's going to happen when we take action, and we don't know when we are going to get to our goals. We've been brought up in this instant gratification environment where a bag of chips is preferred over a healthy breakfast because it's instant, right? You just open it up and eat it. Even when you post something on social media, do you go back and check who has liked, who has reacted, who has commented? How often do you do that, and how soon do you do that? We've been brought up with this instant gratification in our mind, and it's not completely our fault. The environment was set up in such a way that we crave instant gratification. That's how it works. That's how our dopamine rush works also. And the reason many people avoid is, like, some of you may not be even having specific goals right now. Like, if I ask you to write your top 3 goals on a book and on a page and pen, can you write them right now? If you can write them, wonderful. If you can't write them, then if you don't have a goal, what are you aiming at? What are you going towards? What gives you direction? If you don't have goals, then you are like a ship that is going on without any map. You don't know where you're going to end up. Okay. And the second thing is, many people who do have goals, they don't have specific goals. Some people say, I want to be happier, I want to be fitter, I want to lose weight. These are not specific goals. And unless and until you have something specific which you can correctly measure, which you can set a deadline for, you are not going to have that willingness to work towards it. And then we go ahead and say, hey, I'm lazy. I set goals, but I become lazy and I don't do it. It's not laziness. It's lack of clarity. It's not laziness. It's lack of focus. It's lack of self discipline. And another problem is, some of you may be setting goals and seeing that you need to do 100 things to get to that goal. And as soon as you see the 100 things, inside you are overwhelmed. And then, because you don't want to do the 100 things, of course, you will say, I'm lazy. I can't do it. Because I'm lazy, I can't do 100 things. I am lazy. Take that garbage from your head right now and throw it away in the trash can. Okay. It's not going to help you, it's not going to grow you. The next thing is, uh, some of you are even motivated and they want to do things, but they are not in the right environment and they don't have any accountability. If you are not tracking your goals, if you don't have someone tracking your goals with you or working towards similar goals, or if you don't have a coach who's keeping you accountable towards your goals and your promises, then it's very difficult for you to keep going, because the minute something happens that steals your focus, the minute you are distracted, you don't know how many minutes, days, and weeks will pass until you come back on track. Because of this, accountability systems are very, very important. And there are two factors, internal and external. Some of you lack an environment which is an accountability group. Some of you lack discipline. You have never really pushed yourselves to do something on a daily basis. You have never really held yourselves back from doing something that you know is going to harm you. It's just a pattern that you've developed and you just don't think about it. Just like any other muscle that you go and work on in the gym, self discipline is also a muscle that you need to work on. Pick one thing that you will give up for the next 3 days, and then don't do it. It should be something you love, by the way, and then hold yourselves back from doing that. Restrain yourselves. Then do it for 7 days, then 15 days, then 30 days. And if you can go to 30 days without doing something that you really love doing, when you are really holding yourselves back, when you can do it but you aren't doing it, it is really going to instill self discipline and willpower in you, which is very, very important. Next factor is motivation. Many people don't have a reason behind their goal. Someone would say, I want to buy a car in 6 months. Like, why do you want a car? Is that clear to you? Or are you just seeing that in your group of friends, in your circle of friends, out of five, you are the only one who doesn't have a car? So the next thing you automatically think is, my next goal has to be getting a car. And that's not really your goal. You need to understand what is your goal, why is it your goal, and how is it going to really serve you in the future. How is your goal really serving you? So unless you are clear about your motivation, unless you have inculcated discipline, and unless you are in an environment where people are taking action consistently, it's going to be very difficult for you, and you're going to keep giving that excuse that I'm lazy. I am lazy. I am lazy. And it has become an affirmation for you. You've been using it for so long that it has become an affirmation for you, and you have actually manifested it. You have manifested being lazy if you have been saying that I'm lazy. Just think about this. Since when have you been saying it? And since when has it become your second nature? And the last thing that I want to really bring to you is, please become proactive. Start taking action where action is not needed, and start becoming consistent. Challenge yourselves for 3 days, 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year. Keep challenging yourselves, because the more you challenge yourselves, the more you will grow. And download a habit tracking application. Like I use Habit Share. You can easily go to habitshare.com and download the app. It will help you keep track of how many days you are doing your habit in a week, in a month, in a year, and what's your streak. It will also tell you your streak, how many days in a row have you done a habit. So become a consistent action taker. Think about one thing every day in the morning that you will do without fail before the day ends. And how I look at it, how I do it, is that once that one thing is figured out, I don't sleep until I'm done with that one thing. Keep yourselves accountable. Have an accountability partner, have an accountability group, have a coach if that's what you need. But please become a consistent action taker. Once you get into consistency, you will never say the three most destructive words, I am lazy. Thank you for watching, and put in the comments what has been your biggest takeaway from this video. Thank you.